Today I'm going to be doing a video over VOMS, so vestibular and ocular motor screening, return to participation exercises to kind of help with the recovery and return to play post-concussion. So there has been studies that have shown that VOMS is a useful tool in concussion diagnosis and return to participation post-concussion. So I will provide and demonstrate at-home exercises that are useful in aiding athletes return to play post-concussion. So there are 5 measures of VOMS. There's smooth pursuits, saccades, near-point conversions, vestibular ocular reflex, and visual motion sensitivity. The exercises we will be utilizing in this video are moving target smooth pursuits, horizontal and vertical saccades, pencil push-ups, head nods, and VOR cancellation. So we have five exercises, and you kind of prescribe these like any other rehab exercises. They'll do like 2 or 3 sets of each for like 8 or 10 times, depending on the exercise. If symptoms significantly start to worsen or are exacerbated by these exercises, you should stop. So same thing as like any other rehab exercises. If they're causing pain, we usually stop with those. Alright, so our first exercise is moving target smooth pursuits. So you want to get like a pencil or a pen. Typically a pencil works better because you can focus on the eraser. And you're going to hold the target out in front of your face about arm's length away. And for this exercise, you're only going to be moving your eyes. You don't want any head movement. So we're going to go to the right and left first. It's going to be about 30 degrees. You want to move at a slower pace, about 2 seconds each direction. We'll do 10 total, one way. And so on until you hit 10. And then so the same for this one also with smooth pursuits, you're also going to do up and down. So same thing, hold it out, focus on the eraser, only moving your eyes. We're going to go up about 30 degrees and down. Same thing, do that 10 times total. Usually you want them to repeat it like 2 or 3 times while they do this. Okay, so this next one is a little bit tricky to record, but it's the horizontal and vertical saccades. So I'm going to explain it first, and then I'll kind of show you what I have set up on the wall, and then I'll show you like how my eye movement should be. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 pieces of tape, 2 sticky notes, 2 stickers, whatever you can find that you can stick to the wall, and you're going to want to move them about 3 feet away from each other. So the first direction we're going to do is horizontal, so they're going to be like this on the wall. I'll show you in a second. This way on the wall, about 3 feet away from each other. And so what you're going to do with this one is you're just going to be standing there, and you're literally going to be looking back and forth at those 2 spots. You do it each direction, like I would say a total of 10 to 15 times. And then we switch, and you can do it the other way too. So you have your other side high and your other side low. And then we do vertical, so up and down. So let me get this set up, and I will show you what I have set up on the wall and show you my eye movement. Okay guys, so here's what I have set up on my wall. So I have my horizontal pieces from each other, and I'll show you the first eye movement. Alright, so you have that set up on the wall, and this is what your eye movement should be like. You're going to stand up nice and tall, and you're just going to go back and forth at a nice pace in between those 2. Do about 10 to 15, and then we're going to switch directions, so you're going high and low in another direction. So we'll do it this way, and so on and so forth. Then you're going to switch the tape, so you have one up top and one on the bottom, and you're going to do the same thing. Just watch those up and down, 10 to 15 times. Also, while you're doing this, you want to be about also just 3 feet back from the wall when you're doing this. So you don't want to be right up on it, you don't want to be too far away, you want to have a nice visual field about a little longer than arm's length away. Alright, for this next exercise, so we're on exercise number 3, it is pencil push-ups. So you will need a pencil, or if you have like a pen or something else, or sometimes they use tongue depressors where you have like, and you draw a little dot, like a dot on it. You want something where you can focus on just one point of that object in front of you. So you're going to hold it arm's length away. You're going to focus on that tip of the eraser, and following that tip with your eyes, you're going to slowly bring it to the tip of your nose. following it with your eyes, and then you're going to stop once you start to see double vision, and then that's when you're going to slowly bring it back out. And you're going to repeat that process about 8 to 10 times. We can also do like 3 sets of this one as well, 3 sets of 10, 8 to 10. For this next exercise, you will need to download an app on your phone, just a metronome app. This is the head nods. This is for VOR activation. So what you're going to do is you're going to find, you can put a piece of tape, you can find something that's on your wall, or you just have to find one point that you can focus on. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a metronome set to 180 beats per minute, and you are going to play the metronome and you're going to stare at that spot on the wall, and the first thing you're going to do is we're going to do up and down nods, so yes, nods. And you're just going to focus on that point with your eye. You can just do about like 15 nods and then stop. So ready? This is an example. Alright, and then next you are going to do the no direction, so left to right. Same thing, focusing on that point. Do it about 15 times. And then you are going to repeat that process about 2 to 3 times. That one can be a little tricky because you are really moving your head around, so that might make you very dizzy. If you're feeling dizzy, definitely stop this exercise. Alright, and our last exercise, exercise number 5, we have VOR cancellation. So this is for visual motion sensitivity. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to stand feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to have your arms straight out. You're going to hold up your thumbs. And for this one, we are going to move our trunk, head, and eyes with our thumbs. We're going to move about 80 degrees to the right and 80 degrees to the left. You're also going to need to use the metronome. The metronome should be set to about 50 beats per minute this time. For this one, you can do 5 revolutions, so that means right to left is 1 revolution. Do about 5 of those. We'll do that about 3 times. So here's the example. And so on and so forth. These exercises are beneficial for return to play post-concussion because a lot of times when you have a mild brain injury, aka concussion, it can mess up your vestibular and ocular cadences. So you might get an nystagmus, so your eyes bounce, or you can have blurry vision, you can be dizzy. So these exercises will be most beneficial if performed daily. Once cleared by a physician or your athletic trainer to start doing these exercises. Doing these daily, you can also, depending on your symptoms, you can do them 2 to 3 times a day. So maybe do them in the morning and then do them again at night. And then if these exercises are significantly exacerbating your symptoms, you either can go back and talk to your doctor, your athletic trainer, your PT, if you should continue doing them, or if you try them supine or seated, that sometimes can help lessen the symptom exacerbation. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed learning about VOMS at home exercises. Have a good one.